Samovar. First light temblor. We watch it from the smeared train window. Dawn brims as if from a goat's rear end. The mother goat of night on her knees in Siberian cold. The purple sack of morning drains out of her, wriggling on dirty snow. With a pink blood tongue she licks its blind face. It bleats and gimps on new legs uphill from the steaming birth spot, with shame. So the day arrives. On our Trans-Siberian train, the pea-green Ying Wosh, 16 cars glide heavy over 6 days of snow. Our house in the sky, our Zeppelin, quiet as far thunder, Moscow to Beijing. Tina sings softly in her native Finnish, peering out the window. My Baltic Medea, ferocious and kind. All day we hiss like vampires and talk BS in Peter Sellers and the Party Indian voices, like kids maintaining each other with mad jokes and heavy petting against the brutal white mornings. In the sweet cabin reek, affection, sweat, heat. Siberian winds. Forests spin by, birches like spokes in a wheel, between which a light, persistent and dim, flickers, forked, a film projector stammering. On this rolling garbage truck we are Eurotrash, the worst kind of tourists, rucksacks crammed with techno junk and vodka and rich kid scorn, crawling east. When I was a baby, wheeled by my mother through the grocery store, in my special seat, "Babich Gutch," I yelled, my word for garbage truck. "Babich Gutch." And at the checkout my tiny hard-on poked out the side of my diaper as I stared down that cashier. And on the way home, on back of my mother's bike, I clutched the grocery bag as she hit a rock and we fell on the road, and I held and held and held the brown sack as she struggled to get up. Pulling out of the turquoise station at Omsk, 16 cars hobble, boo-hum, boo-hum, past broken-hearted grain elevators, and old women sweep snow with armfuls of sticks as our Chinese coachman, cool as they come, brushes his black hair at a tiny mirror. He is our major domo, our taciturn hero, lord of every dust bunny in the carriage. He sips tea, shells sunflower seeds, steps to the sink, scowls, lowers his arms elbow deep in pig viscera, never smiles but presides above our reveries. As I stumble to the WC, he transcribes my dream into his log, the one where I breathe underwater beside a green snake who eats a perfect white sky and coughs coal. When I was a boy and free, we were supernatural cowboys in the Bear River woods, in the last tent on earth. I took Stephen's gun into my mouth, and there were foxes out there, treading silent among the poisonous orange mushrooms. "Imo hopaklok," roars Dmitri, lonesome and hammered, smashing the table with his fist, soaking a Dutch girl with gherkin juice as the moon rises upon the tall hats of Krasnogov. Suddenly a frozen river. The scroll unfolds. Eternity, still as ever, and we shake, and the samovar drips. Cylindrical genius in the corner of our car, present in dreams as Demiurge, Vishnu, many-faceted. At night she is our bride, Jerusalem, a dust devil we throw darts at, enacting the goblin for us, assuaging us in our pure white loneliness, hot but never angry, like thought itself, drips. In the four directions we glide, days like epochs. The tall birches of Kirov reach for heaven and give up part way. Tina, missing her cat, sings, "Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur." I lock the cabin door, slide my hand under her black cotton dress, pressing her flat down on the thin bed. Ah. When I was a stripling, spoiled, crucified by fantasies of June and by megalomaniac shyness, June walked with me, her striped shirt soaked in rain, small nipples hard, and we licked each other's faces like new animals, and my childhood flashed past like roadkill,